Hey everybody, welcome back. Jordan here. Today we're going to be unboxing 23 of the Lego City road plates. Yeah, it's a bit extreme, but this is actually all the road plates that we need to finish the Mills roads in the city. So it's a pretty exciting day. And you know what? There's actually more than just the road plates in here. There's all sorts of tiles, trees, green plates, lamp posts, traffic lights, stuff like that. So I'm excited to unbox all 23 of these, sort all the pieces, and see what we get from 23 packs of road plates, which is a bit extreme. So actually, before we unpack all of these, I wanted to stack them all up and see how tall they are. It's too bad they're not at head height, hey? But I guess this is how tall 23 boxes of road plates stand off the ground. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh, there's one more thing we have to do too. I don't think I can resist the urge of doing this, everybody. This is gonna be awesome. Who's ready for it? 3, 2, 1. Nice. Oh no, our tower of road plates, it's destroyed. Oh my gosh. Okay, so each one of these has 112 pieces. So there's 2,576 pieces that we have to unbox and sort. Let's get right to it. Starting to unbox and sort the road plates. Overall, this process really didn't take us that long. It was only about an hour. We unbox a bunch of them at once, not one by one, because that doesn't really seem efficient to me. And then we open the bags with all of the actual 16 by 16 road plates. Get those out of there because they take up a lot of space. Now inside these boxes, there's actually 2 additional bags. One that has some of the larger pieces and one that has the smaller pieces. So we put the smaller pieces off to the side, get those out of there, get those out of the way, and then open up a whole bunch of the bigger bags with the bigger pieces. I find it a lot easier to sort that way because then you have a whole bunch of the same parts from the same style of bags dumped out on the table. Then you take all your green plates, all your ramps, all the tiles with the stripes and the 2x4 gray tiles and everything, and you sort of separate them by part type. Then once we had that done, we moved on to the smaller bags. Once again, dump them all out onto the table there because we had the amount of space required to do that, and then sort them by part type, sort of starting with the larger ones that there's a higher volume of and working our way down to the smaller ones. And there you go. That's how you sort them all, by part type, when you're unboxing 23 road plates. Well, holy smokes, that is a lot of recycling right there. Gonna have to break down all those boxes and bring in the blue bag. Let's check out all the pieces that we got sorted by part type. There's actually a lot of good pieces in these sets. Not bad at all. We got all these road ramps here that we can use and will use as driveways. I don't think we'll be able to use all of them, but I'm sure we'll be able to come up with something unique. For example, I think they could be used to create bus shelters, maybe some sort of roofs, some sort of awnings or something like that. I don't think I'll be able to use all of them because there is a lot there, but I'm sure we'll be able to come up with something interesting to do with them, you know? You never know. Part usage is comes randomly, I guess. We got a whole bunch of 2x4 gray tile. Obviously, those are used for completing your road panels and connecting them as well. Then we've got the 2x4 gray tiles with the stripe, and also 1x4 gray tiles. You got some of these unique elements here that are used to create the streetlights. And those streetlights are actually pretty cool. We'll build one and check them out in this video, and we'll sort of discuss what we're going to do with all of these components as well. We've got all these elements here for the street signs. Got a couple different street signs in this set. Then we've got all these yellow sort of triangular tile pieces. Got to decide if we're going to use these as speed bumps anywhere in the Lego City, maybe in the residential area or near the zoo or something like that, or even in the downtown. Haven't decided if we're going to use all those yet. Something we will use for sure, and something we desperately needed, is actually the 4x green plate. And these road plate packs come with a lot 4x green plate. I actually used to find these on the pad wall all the time, but I have not seen green plate on my pad walls for quite some time. So I'm happy to have more green plate. We are actually running really low on it. And now we're going to be able to use these for our landscape plates, which is cool. Of course, you get all of these zebra stripes here. You actually get one of them per road plaque. So we got 23 of those. And then we have all these panels. Doesn't that look cool? They fit perfectly in these bins. Look at that. Whoa. And you get 4 of those per pack. And these, of course, are what we're going to build our roads out of. You need 2 of these per Mills Road section. Oh my gosh, they fit so good in that bin. I love that. That's awesome. Plus, there's a little stack of them here. You got all these flowers and leaf elements and these stems. These flowers are the high quality ones. I find them a lot better than the other ones. They're more like plastic. Yeah, well, I guess they're all plastic, but the other ones are like really like delicate and flimsy. These actually are like rigid. So they're a different type of plastic that I really like. Then we got some 1x2 tiles and also these like solar panels. Actually, these can be found on the International Space Station, and those go toward building our street lamps. And same with these connector elements. Then we've got a whole bunch of 1x1 snot bricks in black, and those create street lamps. Now we use different street lamps, so these are just going to go in our inventory, not the end of the world. Same with these 1x1 black plates, modified plates with the tooth. Yeah, those are going to go in our inventory as well. And then we get some more connector elements to create the street lamps and stuff like, oh, these glow in the dark. That's super cool. So I think we are going to use those. Can't wait to build one of those here right away. And then we've got the 50 kilometer, don't think it's 50 miles an hour, but we got the 50 kilometer circular sign there, and also the crosswalk sign. I love the crosswalk print piece. I've definitely got to integrate those wherever there are crosswalks in the Lego City. I love the minifigure. He's just crossing the street, just strutting away. And then a bunch of trans red, yellow, and green 1x1 circular tiles for, of course, the traffic lights. Let's build some of the components and discuss what we're going to do with all of these pieces, because there is a lot of them. Did I mention the trees? The trees are awesome. You can never have enough of the mini trees. Love those things. Beauty. So here's our little mini builds. We've got the traffic light and also the street light, the little mini tree, the 2 signs, and the flowers. So you can see the flowers are really nice compared to the softer plastic ones that I was referring to earlier. I really like those flower elements. They're a lot better than the soft plastic ones. And you really can't go wrong having those leaf elements and flowers, because you can create cool stuff like that for your Lego City. Now I have to decide if I am going to put these crosswalk signs in. I think it makes sense, and obviously the speed control signs make sense as well. So those will be scattered throughout the city here. Now I don't know if I want to use these yellow pieces or not, where the crosswalks are. What do you think of that? Does that look good in the downtown core, or maybe that should only be in the residential area? Because when you're driving through a Lego city, or any city, I guess, even my city, it's not like there's going to be a speed bump in the middle of the road, especially downtown. There's not going to be speed bumps on the road, right? So it doesn't really make sense to have speed bumps there, but definitely makes sense to have signage. And in regards to the streetlights, I might convert the streetlights to these here. They look pretty sweet. They got like the solar panels on the top. They also glow in the dark, which is really nice. I think it beats the black lampposts. I actually bought a bunch of the extra bags and converted all of my white lampposts that came with the modular buildings to black, just because I think they look a little bit better. So I think it beats that, but I think I'll still use these in the residential area, maybe on that side of the city over there, but then I'll use these in the downtown core because it's sort of like a fresh design. Also, I think it'd be really cool to come downstairs with all the lights off and see these things glowing all over the place. I think that'd be really neat. And it might add just a little more detail. I don't know. What do you like better, the old school street lamp or the one found in the road plate? Now, for traffic lights, these things are pretty basic. They're the same as the ones that came in the extra poly bags. Nothing too crazy, just the snot bricks there with the 1x1 tooth on the top and sitting on that pole. Same pole as the traffic signs. I much prefer the ones that were created by our friend Tanjam on rebrickable.com. Oh yeah, those are much better. You get the detail of the signage, you get the light, you get the crossing lights, and all sorts of cool stuff there. So obviously we're going to stick with these because those look way better than these. And maybe we'll use these in our residential, but either way, having these pieces in your inventory isn't the end of the world, you know. You get some snot bricks, you get the 1x1 trans yellow, green, and red. But for the most part, I mean, all of these pieces that we've parted out here are going to get used. All of the road plates, pretty much all the zebra crossings when we do T's and turns and stuff like that, all the trees, because you can never have enough trees, all the tile, all this tile, if we convert the street lamps, all that there. Signs, probably all those. So these might not get used, but besides that, and these might not get used, but besides that, I mean, I think everything here is going to get used in the city, because you can never have enough flowers and trees and little details and stuff like that, especially when it comes to building Mills Place. So it's pretty cool. I'm pretty satisfied with parting out 23 of those, because I think there's going to be some good parts here that we're going to be able to use to elevate the detail in the city. The more parts you throw at a city, the better it looks. So everybody, there you go. We've got them all parted out. I'm pretty pleased with the process. It didn't take us that long to part them all out. I'm really excited to build more Mills roads. It's going to be fantastic. I think we're going to integrate some of these details in the city for sure. And look at all these parts. Wow, these green plates were a real score. Now we can start building some more landscaping plates. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be a journey. I've got to clean up all this garbage and get building some road plates. Let us know what you think by commenting below, and let us know what you think we should do in regards to the lamp or lights. I don't even know. I keep calling them something different, don't I? The street lamps and the traffic lights and the speed signs and the flowers and all that stuff. Thank you so much for coming on by. Remember to like, subscribe, and stay tuned. Farewell.